back again with another video, and I'm just gonna talk to you guys about my YouTube journey. I'm not really sure I'm gonna upload this video, but why not? So as it stands for right now, I'm at 63 subscribers, and I'm also not sure if you saw that, but you see my last recent video, it hasn't even gotten a view yet. And I'm not really complaining, but like this is just one of the tough, journeys with YouTube. You know what I mean? If you're gonna start YouTube, this is what you're gonna start seeing, man. Like your videos are not gonna take off. It doesn't matter how much time and effort you put into it, it's not gonna take off right away. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess the algorithm doesn't know who you are yet. So it's gonna take some time. And it could be disappointing. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Because it starts to feel like you're talking to a void, and you know, it's almost like, what's the point of making a video if no one's gonna see it? You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to show you guys this journey because I know a lot of people are probably gonna, want to start YouTube one day. Me personally, I'm doing this full time. This is my passion. So it is disappointing when, your videos don't take off and it almost seems like you're talking to nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like YouTube doesn't feel like you're good enough. But I know the power of consistency, and I know that if I stick to it, things are gonna, they're gonna pan out. So another thing I wanted to mention is I also run an online business, and I have an online product. I have a digital product called 10 Steps to Freedom. And 10 Steps to Freedom was specifically designed. I made the guide completely from scratch. And I made this guide specifically for people who had to start over completely from scratch. I'm talking about like they had to move back home and get a small job, and they don't really have much of a direction on how to start an online business, at least the right way. And bro, having an online business, especially when you have it ran, like when you have it completely set up for you, you can take that business anywhere with you, bro. You can, you can live in another country while your online business is running for you. That's why there's digital nomads. You know what I'm saying? And I have experience running an online business while living in another country. So it's not like I'm new to this. And there are so many people out there that are doing this. And the cheat code really is to have an online business so that you can practically retire in another country. You know what I'm saying? Now you could get a remote job, but not everybody has the skill sets. Not everybody knows how to go about it either. But an online business, bro, when you have very simple tools like your phone, um, a Linktree account or a Stan Store, a website, which they give you as well, and a digital product, something that you're passionate about, a skill set, and like in my case, I'm teaching people how to run an online business with my digital product, 10 Steps to Freedom. That's all you need. You need a product, very simple tools like your smartphone with a camera, and a platform like Linktree or Stan Store. That's as simple as it can get for you, bro. Like, and there's so many people that are doing this. Like I've seen it. Another thing is I wanted to show you some proof that this has been working for me. So now I was at one point promoting 10 Steps to Freedom on TikTok and mainly through live streams. And but I stopped really messing with TikTok because, you know, there's a lot of duplicates being made of me now. Like, because primarily I was doing social media and TikTok before I jumped over to YouTube because it's such a slow grind, bro. So I was doing TikTok like heavily, and I grew the account to almost 3,000 followers, and I was going live practically every single day. And I was able, like, once I learned what worked, once I saw what worked, I started promoting my guide like more, and I was able to make a hundred, $125. Like I'll even refresh it. so you guys can see. I hope you guys saw that, bro. Like, let me go ahead and take the face tracking off real quick. All right. That's my Stripe account. All right. It ain't much, it's not like a rags to riches story. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not some get rich quick thing. You know what I mean? This is just really behind the scenes on like the whole process of running an online business, especially in the beginning stages. So I guess that's why I'm making this video too. I want people to know that, it's not a foreign concept to make money online. You know what I mean? I made the $125 promoting my guide, and that was completely online. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I mentioned, I'm doing this full time, and this is my passion. So if you have a passion or a skill set, you can turn it into a digital product, bro. And then you just have to set it up and, monetize it, put it onto a platform like Linktree or StanStore, and then start creating content, bro. And I outline how to do this on 10 Steps to Freedom, all right, with my guide. And, I want people to understand that they can do this. You know what I mean? That you don't have to worry or slave at a job for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to lose out on what's out there for you. You can have an online business today with very simple tools, and you can, eventually quit that job, and you can experience freedom. You can start traveling if that's something you want to do. You can live life on your own terms. I was constantly stressed out on my retail job, dude. I couldn't like I enjoyed it in the beginning, the first 3 months. I guess I can share a little bit about it. You know, it was something that I enjoyed in the beginning, but I already have experience living in another country on my own terms. And I felt like I was settling for working this job, you know what I mean, and being out here in the States and losing out on what's out there. You know, I truly believe, bro, if you put your mind onto something, you can fucking achieve it, dude. I'm not gonna sit here and sound like a guru. I hate sounding like a guru, bro. But if you can put your mind into something, then you can achieve it, dude. All right. There's got to be something that that you're passionate about. And here's another thing: you can learn. You can learn skill sets. You can learn valuable skill sets, dude. You can learn from people who are teaching it, and then you can acquire that skill set, and then you can teach others. All right. There's so many people that are doing this. Okay. You can make your own product, or you can have a done for you one. Okay. And done for you products, you get 100% of the profit. All right. And I do both. I have my own, which is 10 Steps to Freedom, and I have a done for you product, which I promote completely on the back end. And it's really just a community. All right. And that's the beauty, bro. Like if you can get involved with a community of people that are doing this, and they're teaching you how to do this, then you're not going to be by yourself on this. You're not going to be trying to figure this shit out on your own. And I had learned about this community back in November last year. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we're October 10th, the date of this recording. So, I don't want to get into it too much. You know what I mean? I think I've gotten into it, but it's just like, dude, you can run an online business today. You can run an online business if you got a phone or a camera. You know what I mean? If you got a platform like Linktree or StanStore or Gumroad or something, and you got an idea, you know what I mean, a product or an idea for a product, you can put yourself out there with video content. YouTube, social media is rewarding authenticity. You can show up as your regular self, and you can create a community of people who can relate to you. Especially if you have a product, that product is going to be a solution for people that can relate to you or that skill set. That's it, bro. So I just wanted to kind of share with you my journey so far, and it's slow as hell. You know what I mean? 63 followers or subscribers on YouTube and about close to 3,000 on TikTok, which I'm not really doing TikTok as much like compared to YouTube. I'm more passionate about YouTube because I can really be myself on here. I can really, I love editing videos too. So you know, this gives me a chance to really do that. And YouTube is the place to be. And, you know, plus people are looking for solutions on YouTube. And if, you know, if you want my honest opinion, if you're okay with the slow grind, if you're okay with things being very slow, sometimes, you know, your video is not getting a lot of views, but you're determined that it's going to work out, and you keep the consistency and you keep your eyes on the vision, your YouTube channel is going to take off. I don't even care about how I'm starting off very slow right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know my channel is going to take off. I'm not expecting to get 1 million subscribers. You know what I mean? I mean, low key, I kind of hope to get like maybe 1,000 before the end of the year. But honestly, dude, I know that with consistency, authenticity, which is overly used on this platform, but just showing up as myself, then I know things can take off. And I want you guys to see the behind the scenes in my current journey, you know, with this whole thing, man, because, you know, I'm doing this full time, but this is my passion, and I'm willing to risk it all to do it. All right. So, I mean, that's the rest of this video. If you haven't yet, subscribe for more, because I have more coming up for you guys. All right. If you have any questions, or if you're going through a rough YouTube journey, leave it in the comments below, bro. All right. And I'll see you guys in the next one.